Hi, hello, and welcome to Simbly Chumma. Today we are going to talk about the playoff two eliminator match between RCB versus KKR. Um, I was actually not well, so that's why I was unable to do this video a little earlier. We have already finished the presentation. The all the presentation statistics all are up on Simbly Chumma already. Hope you are selected. If you are not, this video is for you. You still have time. Just wait for the toss. Do remember, wait for the toss and then decide your playing 11. Let's get directly to the match in hand, which is KKR versus RCB. This is the second playoff eliminator. Remember that this is happening in Sharjah. In Sharjah, we have seen how the ground is, um, how the ground behave. It was everything we have already seen. So, as per that, do select your 11. Team news: KKR Reyes is still injured. We still don't know whether he's fit enough to play today's match or not. So we have decided our playing 11 without Reyes. But yeah, if he's playing, definitely he's going to be a major factor for KKR. For RCB, no major injury concern, so I don't think there will be a problem. Um, let's talk about recent form. For RCB has won four of their last five matches. They have lost with SRH in Abu Dhabi, but before that, Sharjah they have played against PBKS and they won by 6 runs. Let's talk about KKR's form. KKR has won three of their last five matches. Lost with CSK and PBKS. They have played two matches in Sharjah, and both the time they won. The last match that they played with RR, it was a comprehensive victory. That is something which they can take it forward because Sharjah they already know uh, how the ground is, uh, and very recently they have played Sharjah, and the way they batted was just spectacular. That was the highest score of the Sharjah in the UAE leg, in the second leg that happened in 2021 UAE. In Sharjah, that is the highest score that any team has scored, and they won very comprehensively by 86 runs. Spectacular. Let's get on with the recent form by batsmen. Uh, the top scorer in the last five matches for Glenn Maxwell is 254. For Shubman Gill, it is 159. Let's talk about recent form by bowlers. Harshal Patel has taken 11 wickets. Shivam Mami, in this last five matches, has taken 7 wickets. Because he played last match, we have selected the last five matches from Shivam Mavi, and he has taken 7 wickets. Head to head history by team. Head to head, Bangalore and Kolkata have played 28 matches together. There is a small lead by KKR by 15 to 13, but they do have a big history of amazing clashes. Last two times that they played in this IPL, one time Bangalore won, and the recent in UAE leg, KKR won, and that was also comprehensive. It was the first match of KKR and Bangalore in UAE. Bangalore got out for 90 odd runs, and KKR finished it in 10 overs or something. So very comprehensive victory. So that will also be in their mind when they come to play in today's match. Let's talk about the last match summary. The last match, as I told you, 92 for 10 in 19 overs. There's a particular scored 22. Shrikar Bharat 16. Shrikar Bharat is turning out to be quite a find for RCB. Andre Russell took 3 wickets. Varun Chakravarti has taken 3 wickets in that match. Shubman Gill and Venkat Iyer finished them off, but not before Shubman Gill lost his wicket just before they can finish the match off. Um, Chahal was the only one who took the wicket. In 10 overs, that it was all finished. Last 3 years, though, KKR has won 4, RCB has won 4, no result was 1. So it is even Stevens there. Let's talk about head to head history by players. The best average here is ABD in a slight margin of 0.69 between Kohli and ABD. ABD has 35.69, Kohli has 35, and the strike rate though, as ABD has a huge lead with 163.38 strike rate. Maxwell has 147 and 30 average. That is good. Dev Patikal doesn't have a good strike rate, but average is 26 of 4 matches that they play. Kohli is also good with the KKR. Uh, let's talk about the KKR batsman against RCB. Not except for Rana, none of the other players are very confident about or confident facing RCB. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. So you can see that in their averages, 24.20 for kill, which is quite low. 134 strike rate, which is comparatively for Shubman Gill, it's actually good. Morgan, 15.71 average, very low and under strike rate. TK also has a very low strike rate of 19.23 and 115 strike rate. When you talk about the RCB bowlers against KKR, the best seems to be Chahal, who has taken 7 balls, 7 wickets in 7 matches, 22 average and economy of just 6. Spectacular record against KKR. Harshal Patel has taken 17 wickets of 17 matches, 28.88 average and 7.92 is his economy rate. Dan Christian, 5 matches, 3 wickets, 48.33 and 8.59 is his economy rate. Siraj is slowly getting better. The way I love the way he's bowling right now. Yeah, he has a economy rate of less than 8 and 25.13 is his average. 8 matches, 8 wickets, and the way he's bowling is just spectacular, especially in the UAE leg. I'm just loving it. KKR bowlers against RCB. Ferguson, 4 matches, 4 innings, 5 wickets, and 16 as his average, 5.71, less than 6. He's 16 average and less than 6. Spectacular, Ferguson. Um, so if you have, please have him in this team, in your team. And the result, we don't know whether he's going to play or not. If he does, please pick him. But he does have a little slightly higher average for bowling. 12 innings, 10 wickets, 30.70 is the average, and 9.56 is strike rate. So 9.56 is economy rate. I'm extremely sorry. This is not strike rate, economy rate. Average is 30.70 and economy rate is 9.5. So, Sunil Narayan, 14 innings, 16 wickets, average is 23.19 and 6.63 is his economy rate. Varun Chakravarti, 4 matches, 5 wickets, 21 average and 6.56 is his strike rate. Round info. Bounced T20 stat last 3 years. But this as I've already told, Sharjah usually is not this spin friendly about how it is in this leg of UAE. So it is actually assisting pacers, fast bowlers who can bowl the slow balls, as well as people who are spinners as well. That is a problem that Sharjah is possessing right now, and it's getting really hard to hit after the ball gets a little old. You've seen it. But here, Glenn Maxwell has a superb average of 66.25. Virat Kohli fine comes next, then ABD with 49 and 48 respectively. Then Shuman Gill for 41 average comes the best player of KKR here. And here the best bowlers Ben Cutting, Chahal, Andre Russell, and Narayan with 12, 10, and 8, 8 wickets respectively. First innings average, as you've seen, as we have already pointed out, it was actually going up and up for every single year. Last 2020, the average score here in Sharjah was 176 or 7. From that, it just dropped drastically to less than 140. Extremely alarming rate of uh, depression in the pitch. They are unable to score runs, and even the 140 seems quite high and quite easily defendable. Because after the 10 overs up, it is very um, difficult to take the runs. So if some team gets past that 150 mark, they will feel themselves safe, and they'll just concentrate on bowling the right balls line to line, and they are definite to win. RCB vs KKR in Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 7 matches RCB has played, and both 6 matches played by KKR, and both have won 3 of them. So KKR has an advantage here. Um, with six, with winning 3 matches of 6 matches than 3 matches to 7 matches. Highest score is 194. KKR has a lead here with 210. KKR has the lowest score here is 112, which is low. RCB is 120, so that way RCB has a small advantage here. And then the average score is 157 for RCB and 154 for KKR, and run rate is 8.08 and 7.79. So when you compare that, there is a uh, 4 is to 2 ratio, a 3 is to 2 ratio. RCB has a lead over KKR in this stadium. That means that it is advantage RCB in the stadium. Let's talk about playoff history. RCB has in the 14, both of them have played 14 seasons. Playoff qualification 7-7, both the same. Winning titles, KKR has won 2 times. No, I think, sorry about that. Playoffs qualification for KKR is 6, not 7 of the 14 matches, and out of which KKR has won twice. RCB has never won. But they have gone to the finals thrice, 3 times. But KKR has gone to the finals only twice, and they've won both the times. Playoff knockouts 4-4, which is similar. Last best results is fourth in 2020. Recent where they have gone inside the playoffs was in 2018, where they got the third rank. Start Central, Kohli against spin. In power play in all T20 since 2020, 61 runs, 2 times dismissed, 30.5 average. Average is okay, but strike rate is 92.42. Kohli doesn't start well against spin, and KKR have used spin in the power play the most. This is something which I got it from cricket.com. De Villiers struggle with the bat in the Middle East. In the India leg, he scored 207 runs, I think in 7 matches, if I'm not wrong, in which he's got out 4 times. 51 was his average and a strike rate of 164.3. In UAE, he has struggled a lot. 95 runs only he has scored. 5 times he got out. 19 runs and a strike rate of 125. Not the ABD that we are used to see, right? KS Bharat, but has come as a fresh breath of air for RCB. In IPL 2021 against Pace, he has scored 108 runs, dismissed thrice. Average is 36, strike rate is 113.68. But against spin, 74 runs, 1 time dismiss, average 74, strike rate 164.44. Bharat has been more attacking against spin than against pace. Mohammad Siraj in power play in IPL 2021 in India, 4 wickets, average 27, and economy rate 6.75. But UAE has not taken even a single wicket. Economy is down by 6.30. While Siraj doesn't concede a lot of runs, he hasn't given RCB early wickets in the UAE so far. But in the end, he comes to take some wickets, and even if it doesn't matter, if he can bowl the way he does and get an economy rate close to that, I think it's a great thing in T20s. Let's talk about the matchups. Chahal against Gill. He has dismissed him once in 11 balls and 136 strike rate. Chahal has troubled the KKR batsman a lot, and in Sharjah, he will be extremely effective. Um, he has dismissed Rana 3 times in 42 balls, and Rana scored just 51 runs, average of less than 20, um, 16 or 17, if I'm not wrong. Then for DK, it is 10 runs is average against Chahal, and a strike rate of 90.90. Tripathi has not been dismissed by Chahal yet. 34 balls, 37 runs, but strike rate of just 108.82. Tripathi is spectacular batsman of spin. Still, he is unable to get hold of Chahal's mystery balls. Let's talk about Narayan. Narayan in against Kohli, ABD, and Maxwell. He has taken Kohli's wicket twice at a strike. The strike rate is the average is quite high. It is almost 50, but the strike rate is extremely low, 105.31. So Kohli has is it Kohli's advantage or Narayan? Anyone who can bat this much against one person but unable to score runs. So I think it is a balanced thing, right? It's a good, but 50, almost 50 average. So I think it's for the batsman. Advantage for the batsman. They can hit the other bowlers for runs, right? ABD has got out to Narayan three times. So he scored only 46 runs. So an average of 15, 15 point something, 15.33 or something. Yes, 15.33 is his average against Narayan. Maxwell, 55 runs and twice dismissed. Not that bad, but strike rate is 112. So not that bad, but not great as well. But strike rate is bad. 55 means almost 27.5. Varun Chakravarti against Kohli, 20 balls, 16 runs, one time dismissed, strike rate of 80 only against Varun Chakravarti. ABD has 130, has not been dismissed yet by Varun Chakravarti. Uh, it's Maxwell, not David Padikkal. 12 balls, 23 runs, one time dismissed, 191.66 strike rate. Let's talk about Siraj against the KKR batsman. He hasn't troubled much against either. They are all played quite well against them, all the players. Yes, one time dismissed. The average does look a little low for Russell and DK, but the strike rate, just see the strike rate. That means that they are trying to hit one time or two times. They might get out. That's fine. Um, but strike rate of 170. 128. I think Russell is the only one who can be considered it as an advantage for Siraj, but the rest I think it is advantage the batsman. Rana has a more than 33 average and strike rate of 157.14. Brilliant. Even who's Gill has been hitting Siraj quite well. 11 balls, 19 runs, dismissed zero times, 172 strike rate. Few other interesting matchups. Shakib Al Hasan against Virat Kohli. 13 balls he has bowled. Shakib Al Hasan has bowled to Virat Kohli. 13 balls and one time dismissed 20 runs. 153 strike rate. Harshal Patel versus Karthik. The 27 balls, 31 runs and one time dismissed. Russell against Russell while he is bowling to AB. 54 balls, 134 runs, one time dismissed. AB has a clear advantage over Russell. Probable playing 11. Um, so Gill, Iyer, Tripathi, Rana, Morgan, DK, Russell or Shakib, Narayan, Ferguson, Varun Chakravarti and Mavi. Mavi was excellent last match and especially in this ground, no? So Dev Padikkal, Virat Kohli, Bharat, Shrikar Bharat, AB de Villiers, Glenn Maxwell, Hasranga. I'm actually thinking of bringing in Hasranga. I will talk about the change plan. Shahbaz Ahmed, George Carton, Harshal Patel, Siraj, and Chahal. Change of plan. Dan Christian can be very effective for have been very effective for them for RCB, but in Sharjah they can think about bringing in Hasranga or Chamira, who has a lot more pace than Dan Christian. He can bowl a slow ball, and that change is quite high. Uh, Change of pace. Change of plan for KKR. They look like a well-rounded side. They don't need to change. It all depends on whether Andre Russ is going to be there or not. Fantasy tips tip of the day. After predicting which team will be the winner, try predicting whether it will be a low-scoring match or a high-scoring match and select players as per that. Simbly Chumma's Fantasy 11 prediction. KKR seems to be a strong team, and by winning their last match in Sharjah and that too so convincingly, KKR do have an advantage against RCB in this match. Dream 11 pick Shrikar Bharat, Dev Padikkal, AB de Villiers, Vice Captain Rana, Shubman Gill, Venkatesh Iyer, Shakib Al Hasan, Harshal Patel, Horse Siraj, Varun Chakravarti, who will be the captain Ferguson Chahal, and the vice captain will be AB de Villiers. If KKR is batting first, then make Harshal Patel the captain, vice captain, or the vice captain, and ABD you can make a choice between captain and vice captain accordingly. A big thanks to Mad About Sports, who's a cricket analyst company. Uh, they actually teach cricket analysis. They do workshops and courses. If you are interested, please check their website out. I'm actually studying there to make Simbly Chumma better, um, to be more of a cricket analyst, uh, and get more details. And Naman Agarwal was a ex-student of Mad About Sports and now a cricket analyst himself, has been helping us with few other interesting stats, which we have included in this very PPT. If you are interested, if you liked our video, please check that. If you are interested in joining, becoming a cricket analyst, uh, please check their website out. Not just cricket analysis, other sports as well. And if you are interested, please check out Naman Agarwal's Twitter handle and all that. It is available. You can search him out on Twitter and on Facebook. Um, and if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Simbly Chumma. And please understand, make an informed decision. And betting can be very addictive. Please play with extreme caution. Thank you so much.